Hello everyone, welcome to RPG Inform. My name is Henry. Before I get to the point, I understand that everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and I have mine. For people who are rating the upcoming Diablo 3 and Guild Wars 2 series, which has not yet been released, saying something like Diablo 3 blows, it's exactly like Diablo 2, or Guild Wars 2 is going to own Diablo 3, or vice versa, I doubt those who said that even played the game. The fact is D3 is mostly concentrating on player versus environment. Even though they have a PvP arena, there's no PvP ladder ratings or track records to show the ranking system. And Guild Wars 2 is concentrated on war versus war, meaning all players in a single server join forces to battle against other servers. The game has different arena for player versus player as well. So the concept um, on both games is already different between D3 and Guild Wars 2 to even compare. About people who got lucky enough to get into the early beta testing, I repeat, got lucky, but not better than everyone else who haven't get to try the game and saying that it's really bad or really great. The testers at most have seen about 10 to 15% of the game content. Worse is for a lot of others out there who hasn't even played part of D3 or Guild Wars 2 to claim that everything about the game is just bad because they've seen a clip of the gameplay on the internet. For people who compare D3 and D2, I agree that Blizzard keeps it repetitive with a hack and slash playing style, but that is what makes it fun about the Diablo series. Other than that, the graphics, characters, classes, so on and so forth is different from Diablo 2. The beta test, yes, is only a test, and the game may be changed by Blizzard even right before the release. Only covers the first chapter of the game. As we all seen in the past with D2, there are much content added or changed over the past 12 years. Don't forget, Diablo 3 tree and different equipment, runes, gems that enhance its characters, which make it unique in later chapters. Who knows, D3 might be boring or linear during mid or end level with all the things I mentioned before, but it could be great with all the random items and drops that made each classes unique. Going back to Guild Wars 2, it is unique that you can jump right into the action in PvP area with level and gear to be competitive with other players. It somewhat eliminates too much worry about gear as it mainly is based on individual player skill level. Another thing I also wanted to point out is people who jump into the hype of these games is just silly. They have their own version of the game in their head and imagine how the gameplay should be during announcement, before the beta even started. It's like watching a movie trailer and say I give this movie a 5 out of 5 star. Back then in mid 2000 when there are a lot of MMOs that came out and fell after so much hype, like Vanguard, Mythica, Star Wars Galaxy Online, all these games had great concept but they fell one way or another. Whether it was buggy and glitchy right after the release, uneven balance on characters and classes, linear gameplay which leads to quitting and declining of population on servers, and the game eventually dies. Or just lawsuits from competitors in the gaming industry that causes the game to not even be released. I doubt Blizzard and ArenaNet will fail on delivering their games since they made quality and very successful titles in the past, but I'm just pointing out that anything could happen, like Blizzard can push the open beta to another year. We the players and supporters haven't experienced the whole game from these two great companies yet, so wait until you play the release version before giving it a critical rating. Thank you for watching, I'll update more gameplays later. See you all.